Welcome back to Crimes Without Borders. I'm CB, your narrator, and today, we travel deep into the icy valleys of Norway, where a nameless woman was found burned beyond recognition. Her fingerprints had been sanded off, her teeth filled with gold, her suitcases filled with wigs, disguises, and coded notes. Who was she? A spy? A fugitive? Or something far stranger? This is the story of the Isdal woman. A case so chilling that it remains one of Europe's greatest unsolved mysteries. It was a freezing Sunday morning on November 29, 1970. A man and his two daughters were hiking through Isdalen Valley, near Bergen, Norway, a place locals called Death Valley, because of its steep cliffs and past suicides. The youngest girl stopped suddenly. She pointed toward a rocky slope, and there, half hidden behind charred stones, was the body of a woman. Her front was completely burned, her clothes melted into her skin. Her arms were twisted upward, as if shielding herself from flames. Around her lay broken bottles, scorched paper, and a faint smell of gasoline. The police arrived within the hour. No ID, no handbag, no fingerprints. The investigators soon found something bizarre. A few meters away were two melted water bottles, a spoon, a broken umbrella, and pieces of rubber boots. Her watch and jewelry had been carefully placed beside her, not scattered, not stolen. It looked staged, almost ceremonial. The autopsy revealed she died from a combination of burns and carbon monoxide poisoning, meaning she was alive when the fire started. And inside her stomach, over 50 sleeping pills. Suicide? Maybe. But then came the first twist. Days later, police found two suitcases left at the Bergen train station. Inside were clothes with every label cut out, wigs, sunglasses, a silver spoon engraved with Hotel Hordal, and a few thousand Norwegian kroner. They also found cosmetic jars containing traces of petrol, and, most mysterious of all, a coded note. It wasn't a suicide letter, it was a travel log, listing numbers and letters that later matched hotel dates and locations across Norway and Europe. The woman had been staying under at least 8 different names, each with a different nationality. In one hotel, she was Fenella Lork from Belgium. In another, Vera Schlosseneck from Vienna. The handwriting on every registration card matched, but she changed her language each time. German, French, Flemish. She was someone who didn't want to be found. Witnesses described her as elegant, mysterious, and always alone. Mid-30s, tall, dark-haired. She often wore black, stylish clothes, and sometimes a fur hat and long boots. Some said she carried herself like a dancer or a spy. She spoke softly, always in accented English, and checked in using fake passports that looked professionally made. She traveled constantly. Oslo, Stavanger, Trondheim, Bergen, always near military or defense installations. By the time the police traced her movements, her trail had gone cold. And then came the second twist. In Bergen, a hotel staff remembered her clearly. She stayed at Hotel Hordeheimen, room 407. The maid described her as guarded. She kept the door locked, curtains closed, and wore a long brown coat even indoors. On her last day, she seemed nervous, pacing the room, then suddenly packing everything. She paid cash, checked out, and left behind nothing, except one cryptic line from the register. Destination F. No one knows what F meant. She boarded a train. The next time anyone saw her, she was ashes in Isdalen Valley. Who was the Isdal woman? Now there are 3 main theories. Theory 1, she was a spy, working during the height of the Cold War. Her movements coincided with secret missile testing sites, and her disguises and coded notes matched espionage tactics. Theory 2, she was a criminal courier moving forged passports or smuggling diamonds, possibly for organized crime. Theory 3, she was a woman running from someone, living under false names to stay alive until whoever she feared found her. But none of these explain the deliberate burning, the sleeping pills, or the eerie calmness of the crime scene. It looked like she knew it was coming. This case eventually went cold. No missing persons matched her. Her fingerprints and dental records turned up nothing in any European database. And when police sent her belongings for international checks, something strange happened. Many items vanished. In 2016, Norwegian authorities reopened the case, using modern forensics. DNA showed she likely came from Central Europe, possibly Germany or France. Her teeth revealed expensive dental work from the 1960s, the kind only available to the wealthy or state-sponsored operatives. But still, no name, no family. Just a woman who walked into Norway and vanished into legend. Today, if you hike through Isdalen Valley, you'll find a small plaque, a quiet reminder of the woman who died there with no name. Locals still say that when fog rolls across the mountains, They sometimes see a tall figure in a dark coat watching from the rocks, then disappearing as quickly as she appeared. Was she a spy silenced by governments? A woman escaping her past? Or simply someone whose story the world wasn't meant to know? Whatever the truth, one thing remains clear: she lived in shadows and died in fire. You've been listening to Crimes Without Borders. I'm CB, and this was the story of the Isdal woman. Tell me in the comments, who do you think she was? A spy, a runaway, or something else entirely? Subscribe for more real stories that defy logic, disturb the mind, and prove that evil and mystery truly know no borders. Until next time, stay curious and stay awake.